Okay, electrostatics. Now, electrostatics is the study of charges basically that don't move, hence the name electrostatic. So, charges that don't move. Now, why are we even studying anything about charges in the first place? Well, it's fairly simple. The atom, which basically makes up everything around you, the whole universe, is made up of tiny, tiny little particles called atoms, right? And atoms, well, I'm sure everybody knows this, but I'm just going to tell you. Atoms are made up of three components. Now, basically made up of three components. And let's just see. Let's talk about the hydrogen atom because it's the easiest atom to talk about. All right. So, and this will basically explain what every atom, well, is said to look like. So, it's said that you have a big nucleus. Nucleus just means that it's somewhere in the center. And most of its mass is actually concentrated in there, but that's not the point. So in the hydrogen atom, inside the nucleus, you have two things. You have a particle called a neutron, which I'm symbolizing as N. You have a particle called a proton, which I'm symbolizing as P. And outside this big ball, you have a tiny little particle called an electron, which is E. Now, conventionally, an electron is said to be negatively charged. A proton is said to be positively charged. And obviously a neutron, by the name, suggests that it's neutral. Alright, I'm just writing it. So, that's neutral, that's positive, that's negative. Now, can you see that here, this is a charge, that is a charge. What would happen if one of them were to be... Now, this molecule right here, this atom, I mean, is neutral, meaning it has no charge on a whole. The reason being is the positive charge and the negative charge cancel out, which means that the value of the negative charge and the value of the positive charge is equal so that it cancels out. So if this was like plus 1, this would be negative 1. So 1 minus 1 would be 0. So every atom does this. And the neutron is neutral, so it's another 0, which gives you there. So every single atom is neutral. An atom is neutral. But in many, 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 many cases, as we'll see, well, we won't actually go into this, but just to learn electrostatics, we should know why we have charges in the first place. It's because of this. What happens is this little guy always has a tendency to move. He wants to get out. The electron's outside, he might as well leave. So because electrons love to move about, we have charges being formed as isolated charges. That body is positively charged. That body is negatively charged. The reason being is that electron wants to move all the time.